Have you ever set a New Year's resolution, felt super motivated for a week, and then poof, it's gone? You're not alone. We've all been there. We write down these huge, ambitious goals. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to become fluent in Spanish. And for a moment, it feels amazing. We feel like we're already on top of the world. But then reality hits. The initial excitement fades, and we're left with this giant, intimidating mountain to climb. We procrastinate, we get discouraged, and eventually, we just give up. We tell ourselves, maybe next year, but what if I told you there's a better way? What if the problem isn't you, your motivation, or your willpower? What if the problem is the goals themselves? Today, we're going to talk about a concept that completely changed my life, and I know it can change yours too. It's the idea of ditching goals and building systems instead. Now, I know what you might be thinking. No goals. That's crazy. How can you achieve anything without goals? Hear me out. Goals are about the future result you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. Let me give you an example. A goal is to win a championship. System is what you do at practice every day. A goal is to publish a novel. System is your daily writing schedule. A goal is to run a marathon. A system is your training plan that you follow week after week. See the difference? Goals are a one-time event. They create a finish line mentality. You work hard, you reach the goal, and then what? Often, people revert right back to their old habits. Think about someone who diets intensely to lose weight for a specific event, like a wedding. They hit their target weight, they look great, and then after the event, the weight slowly creeps back on. Why? Because their focus was on the outcome, not the process. They didn't build a sustainable system for healthy living. Systems, on the other hand, are continuous. They're about showing up day in and day out. They focus on the present moment and the small, repeatable actions that lead to progress. The beauty of a system is that it's not about achieving a single moment of success. It's about becoming the kind of person who achieves those things naturally. James Clear, in his incredible book Atomic Habits, puts it perfectly. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. This is so powerful. Your willpower is a finite resource. You can't rely on being motivated every single day. Life gets in the way. You'll have bad days, you'll be tired, you'll be stressed. On those days, it's your system that carries you through, not your fleeting motivation to hit a distant goal. So how do you actually build a system that works for you? Let's break it down into a few simple steps. First, you need to define what you want, but then shift your focus from the what to the who. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, ask yourself, what kind of person writes a book? The answer is a writer. And what does a writer do? A writer writes. Okay, so your system isn't about finishing the book. It's about becoming a writer. Your system is, I write 500 words every day. That's it. It's simple, it's actionable, and it focuses on your identity. Let's take another example. Health. Instead of a goal like I want to lose 30 pounds, think about the identity. I am a healthy person. What does a healthy person do? They move their body regularly, they eat nutritious food, they get enough sleep. So your system could be, I go for a 20-minute walk every morning, or I prepare a healthy lunch for work every night, or I'm in bed by 10 p.m. on weeknights. You're no longer chasing a number on a scale. You are simply living as a healthy person. The weight loss becomes a natural byproduct of your system, not the sole focus. The second step is to make your system ridiculously easy to start. This is crucial. We often fail because we make our new habits too big. We go from 0 to 100. From not working out at all to trying to hit the gym for 2 hours every day. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, start small. So small it feels almost silly. Your system for writing could be write 1 sentence a day. Your system for fitness could be do 1 push-up a day. I know, it sounds almost pointless. But what you're doing is building the habit of showing up. You're removing all the friction. Anyone can do 1 push-up. Anyone can write 1 sentence. Once you show up and do the tiny thing, 2 things happen. First, you've kept your promise to yourself, which builds self-trust and momentum. Second, you'll often find that once you start, it's easy to keep going. That one sentence often turns into a paragraph. That one push-up might turn into 5. The goal isn't the one rep. The goal is to become the person who never misses a workout. The third step is to design your environment for success. Your environment has a huge impact on your behavior, often more than you realize. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in your house. Make healthy snacks visible and easy to grab. You want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. If you want to practice guitar, leave it out on a stand in the middle of your living room, not packed away in its case in the closet. Make the cues for your good habits obvious and the cues for your bad habits invisible. This is about making your system the path of least resistance. And fourth, track your progress, but focus on the process, not the results. Don't obsess over the scale or the word count every single day. Instead, get a calendar and put a big X on it every day you stick to your system. Your goal is to not break the chain. Seeing that chain of X's grow is incredibly motivating. It's visual proof that you are putting in the work. You're not judging the quality of each day's work. You're just celebrating the fact that you showed up. This reinforces your new identity. You're not just trying to be a writer. You are a writer because you wrote today. The magic of systems is that they allow for continuous improvement. While goals are a fixed target, systems are flexible and can evolve. Once writing one sentence becomes automatic, you can increase it to a paragraph. Once your 20-minute walk feels easy, you can make it 30 minutes or add in a bit of jogging. You're always making small, 1% improvements. These tiny gains seem insignificant on their own, but compounded over time, they lead to absolutely remarkable results. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but it picks up mass and momentum until it becomes an unstoppable force. With a goal-oriented mindset, you're essentially in a state of failure until you reach the finish line. Every day you haven't lost the 50 pounds, you feel like you've failed. It's a constant cycle of sacrifice and delayed gratification. But with a system, you experience success every single time you execute your process. Did you do your 20-minute walk today? You win. Did you write your 500 words? You win. This creates a feedback loop of positive reinforcement that makes you want to keep going. You're enjoying the journey itself, not just waiting for the destination. So I want to challenge you. Take one of your big, audacious goals and try reframing it as a system. What is the identity you want to embody? What is the small daily or weekly action you can take to reinforce that identity? Make it so easy you can't say no. Design your environment to support it. And then, just focus on not breaking the chain. Forget about the finish line for a while. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the daily practice of becoming a slightly better version of yourself. When you do that, you'll find that you don't just achieve your goals, you surpass them in ways you never thought possible. You're not just chasing success. You're building a life of continuous growth and fulfillment. And that is a system that will truly change your life. Thanks so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on living a better, more intentional life. I'd love to hear in the comments what system you're going to start building. Let's do this together.